Dan, what is this? What time is it?
What time is it? It's time to check out my room. And this is my space, and this is my
Look
sacred.
at this.
These are my banners that I set up in sacred space when I'm doing healing work with people. So that's what this is about. That's my medicine drum. That's made out of kangaroo skin, and the beater has a quartz crystal crushed up into it.
Beautiful.
I've got a few other.
Oh my God. Thank you.
Yes, you can imagine that. Teepee would look rather nice. Alright, so if we just go around. Yeah, you can put it on there.
Oh well, I'll walk here because it's Dan's cucumber time.
So this is the expansion keeps happening into this area. So they're all what you can see the younger crops are coming over this way more and more. And this will eventually evolve into a passion fruit growing area. So this, the money that comes, this hope that comes from here, will then be used to invest in getting the passion fruits. But all the trellises will all be set up and made and done. And there's just one person here who at the moment this is his main job, is to do this. So he's going along and putting the wires in, and then once he's got a wire in, because the plants went in and they need to be brought up, so he's focusing on whichever rows need to go next, and then he's bringing them up, and then when he ties them on, you'll see that there's a little bit of in the row there. He pulls off some of the flowers and some of the bottom leaves, so that it puts its energy into growing. So then another wire is going to come up at about this level, and then from that they'll be stringing down and some more of this blue string to then allow them to grow up onto that.
So how many cucumbers you said?
There's 4,000 cucumbers, all transplanted, started in the nursery and then transplanted here.
And how many cucumbers you will get in the harvesting?
So you might get 5 kilos a plant if in a minimal harvest, but if everything works really well, you might get 10 kilos per plant.
Wow.
Over time, not all at once of course, but you know, because they're always putting new flowers and new growth. The tricky thing with cucumbers is that most of them need a pollinator, a bee pollinator, and there's not many bees around here, and he's chosen a variety that's normally grown in greenhouses because it doesn't need a bee pollinator. So
it's a test, kind of?
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, this is a test, and he's chosen this area because
and it's
if
not
you...
a GMO, it's just a
No, it's just a
hybrid.
particular species.
Oh, species.
And this is a very protected area. You've actually got forest on 3 fronts, and from the west they don't get a lot of weather. Doesn't come from the west, it mainly comes from the east, which is this way.
Yep, it's all.
So it's very protected.
It's like a greenhouse.
Yeah.
An
it's
open
like a
greenhouse.
Yeah. That's
Amazing.
right. Yeah. Now obviously all this area was prepared, so beforehand it would have looked like this grass area over here, and he'll be cutting that grass to use as mulch.
Yep.
And then when he would have prepared it, he would have had slashed it with a slasher, and then to get the roots of the weeds and the grasses out, he would have put a rotary hoe on the back of the tractor, and then just rotary hoe it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Beautiful.
So it's
Thank
a big
you.
job.
Yeah.
It's beautiful to see so many cucumbers.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
How long have you been doing this now? How long is this? When did it start?
Well, this was I got here just over a week ago, and they'd only just been transplanted. So since I've been here in 1 week, all of these trellises have gone up, the wires, and they've been tied up. None of the infrastructure was here a week ago.
Whoa.
So they've used that tractor over there, which is a neighbour's tractor, and it's got a post hole digger on it, and that's what they've been using to dig these holes.
Yep.
And they're very deep holes, and they're very strong, so that they're going to hold up the trellises eventually, because the passion fruit will have a lot of weight on them.
Mhm. Cool.
And you can see there's a drip irrigation system there, and there's a tap for it. So all of this is bore water coming from under the ground that's then piped over to here, and then he can control every single row for row, how much water goes out on the plants by turning them on and off.
Beautiful.
So the whole garden is set up with a similar system.
That's beautiful.
It's amazing, like on such a small patch of land, how much you can grow.
Yeah.
You know, and to think like how much it would be to manage 100 acres or something.
Too much,
Jeez,
really. You
a lot.
only need 2 acres under production is a full-time job for many people. You can if you have intensively designed permaculture gardens, you're looking at 1 acre for a family. So that's all the family being involved, and that's a full-time job for one intensively. So they've got the benefit here of using tractors, so they can do bigger areas.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And of course the technology that goes with it. You know, using spray packs for spraying out the humus or fertilisers, and sometimes they have to spray out things to help stop the pests if the pest numbers have got too high. These crops got sprayed with humus this morning.
Beautiful.
So I know.
What is that?
Humus is it's a big long story.
Oh, okay.
That's for another time.
Another
but
time.
if you want to Google humus, you can and find out a little bit. It's all quite technical stuff. But
Okay.
How is that spelt?
Ormus.
Yeah.
It's ORMUS, which is strange. Sometimes it's just called ORMS, but stands for orbitally rearranged monoatomic particles. So the P doesn't get in there somehow. Yeah.
Cool.
There you go.
Thank you so
You should
much.
also get some footage of the other garden up here too, because
Yeah.
it really shows the diversity that's going on.